Only a black man. You don't have to sit there and be PC and say I'm African American, because there are some people who are black that aren't African American. For example, Lennox Lewis, the boxer, just comes to the top of my head. He's British, English. How can he be African American? He's black and he's from England. No American in him, not even an American citizen. And you've got others like the beloved Elon Musk and others, I think Charlize Theron, who are actually African American. They're from South Africa. It's African. And they're from American citizens. Or what about the people from North Africa, like Egyptians, Moroccans, people that aren't of black skin? Are they not African Americans? So you can see how we start getting into these categories that it really becomes kind of ridiculous and stupid. We see Maria. She's the nurse, a mother, a business owner, maybe a community leader. But to others, she's a Hispanic woman. Instead of seeing Daniel, the student, the athlete, the future engineer, he's just an Asian kid, and an Asian kid that's good at math. So instead of seeing an individual white person with a unique background, someone assumes they're automatically wealthy, powerful, sheltered, hateful, and personally responsible for every historical injustice that ever occurred. White privilege. I'm not going to get into white privilege because it's not going to fit the conversation, but if you ever look it up, look it up. Look at the origins of it. Look how it came about, how long it's been around, and you might be surprised just how ignorant the person and that whole concept of white privilege is. Just because you're white doesn't necessarily mean you have privilege. Especially today, when you take a look at musicians, when you take a look at athletes, actors, business leaders, lawyers, doctors, a lot of people that have these jobs and these careers with all different color skin, all making different kinds of money. Are we completely equal? Well, no, because there are some people that are still racist today. There are still some entities that practice racism, but compared to the 1950s and maybe before, 1960s and maybe before, leading up to that time, maybe the 1970s and before, today, a lot more freedom. But yet for some reason, people are trying to keep us down, trying to keep that racial divide because they need it for their power. Without a racist-based group of people, others will lose power. And I'll let you figure out who those people are. So besides racism, failing to see the individual, and being a situation where racism can do more harm than good. In fact, there's never really any good when it comes to racism and reverse racism and all that. We have to think about that moment. Will we ever get there? Martin Luther King Jr. speech, I have a dream, one day. One day's not there yet, although we're getting closer.